everyone, it's me, it's Kit, I'm here. I bet you missed me. I am going to talk today about different types of altars that people will talk about, some kind of vocabulary that you might hear if you're talking to someone who has DID. I don't really like the idea of types of altars. When Wynn first got diagnosed, she started looking at this list of jobs like protector, persecutor, that I'll tell you what those words mean in a little bit. But she got the idea that we're some kind of like two-dimensional beings. Like a protector is this like stoic, fake, whatever, like I'm the protector, I'm coming out and I'm emotionally stable, blah blah blah. Like we're more than that, you know, like you might be like a bank teller, but you're not just constantly dealing with people's money. Like that's not your life. So I'm going to talk about these types of altars or these altar jobs or whatever you want to title it, but it's not so much that this like defines us. It's more that it helps people on the outside understand how we function together as a system on the inside. So the first one that usually comes up are protectors. Protectors are ones who come out to protect. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Some of them protect physically, so if, like, I don't know, someone tries to punch us, I don't know if anybody in our system would deal with that. Daniel might? He'd try to be the tough guy, maybe? I don't know. Some can be physical protectors who physically come out and either take pain or, you know, dish it if someone deserves it. They can be emotional protectors. So if an individual comes up who is mean, or if a situation arises that makes someone really nervous, then the emotional protector in that situation can step forward and be like, I've got this. So you could consider me an emotional protector when Wynn is feeling very scared, but also feeling like she's responsible for socializing and stuff like that. When she doesn't have the emotional capacity to socialize, I come out and I socialize and I'm charming and everyone loves me, and then things move on and they're great. There are other types of protectors too, I'm sure, but physical and emotional are the only two that are coming off the top of my head. So if there's another one that you think of that you have in your system, post it in the comments. So you have your protector, and then you have a persecutor. And I know Wynn already did a video about like how there's no such thing as a bad altar, but until a misguided altar gets properly guided, they're generally called persecutor. Persecutor is an altar who will physically or mentally attack other altars or the host or the body. Sometimes people around, but generally not so much that. It's usually a lot more internalized. But you know, this isn't speaking universally. Every DID system is different. Please don't take what I'm saying as gospel. I'm just one little fairy, one little kid, trying to tell a story, try to share information, doing what I can. Don't judge me. So those are generally like the first two that people will talk about when they talk about altar types, is protectors, persecutors. They go hand in hand. Then there is littles. Littles are so cute. Oh my god, littles. Okay, so littles are like child altars. Like in our system, a little is any altar 10 and below. They don't really have like a job other than just being kids. One thing that's really stressed to us from our therapist is that littles in our system shouldn't have jobs. They should be allowed to be kids, you know, because they were formed out of not great circumstances, and so allowing them to experience childhood and not having to be responsible for things, not having to, you know, shove their emotions aside and being allowed to have fun and cared for and blah 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 is really, really good for the whole system, because it gives that kind of healing to everything. You know, it's very sweet. Oh, that's another thing. Going back, with littles, you cannot expect them to live the same way that like an actual little child would, even though they have the mental capacity of a child of that age. Like, you know, me is 6 and Karen is 5 and Josh is whatever the heck age he wants to be that day. They have still existed longer than that age. So like there are some altars that are like 3 and they can read and write. There are some altars like me can drive. She's not allowed to drive because she doesn't have response time that makes us safe when she's behind the wheel. But there was a situation once where all of a sudden, poop, she was driving and she drove and she was able to handle that. There are also, they're not really alters so much, but there's things called figments. And they are like, at the beginning of the video I said, don't think about us in 2D. Figments really are just 2D parts of the system. Like, there could be a figment who only exists to fold laundry. They're great at folding laundry, they get out, they do their thing, and that is all they do. There could be an alter that only exists to feel happy. So, you know, if whatever's, like, something traumatic or whatever happens, that figment comes up and suddenly the body's happy and you've got all that dopamine and stuff. But they don't have feelings beyond that. So you wouldn't necessarily call them an alter because they're not a complete identity. There are tons of other types of alters. Every system is going to label them differently. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you all. I am so glad that I got to make this and just be out for a while and talk to you guys. So I really, really, really appreciate you just coming to see me. And I hope you all have a super, super great day. Bye. Love you. Mwah.